Right, so session 22 of Ghost of Saltmarsh. Across the last two sessions, you've been investigating the Abbey on the Isle of the Abbey, just outside of Saltmarsh. You found some sinister cult who were running operations out there and performing rituals, but also dealing with pirates. As most of you know, pirates aren't the most trustworthy people, and in the end, there was a rebellion which caused the abbey to be burnt to the ground and potentially no survivors left. You, having wrecked in a storm nearby, taking shelter in a small cove, was tasked with clearing the abbey and bringing it back to the people, back to the Mariners Guild of Saltmarsh. You have done that. You have eradicated the dark cult, and you have weaved your way through the winding way, avoiding traps, monsters, and all the deadly secrets that were in there. You found a hoard of treasure and some occult artifacts, including an interesting book. After this, you regrouped with Major Ursa, the person who'd given you the task from the guild, and he gave you a slip to say you had completed the task, and the island was now back in the guild's holding. You sailed back to Saltmarsh, being greeted by Galen. He invited you in for a meal, and you relayed your tales of piracy and adventure on the high seas. He informed you of an event that would be happening soon, something he wanted you to partake in. A pleasure cruise on his own vessel.
Oh, baby.
To celebrate the soon-to-be wed Anders to his long-time sweetheart, Carmilla. They were betrothed to be married to unite the two families. And Galen wants to celebrate, as always. So that is something that's going to happen. He has said that in the morrow, where we'll be opening the story, you are deemed to visit the council, as there is matters that they need to discuss.
And we also need
to
pay the guild, don't we? The Mariners Guild.
Yes, you want to go collect your rewards.
Yeah.
You need to catch up with anyone in Saltmarsh. It is currently... let me have a look, so we can timestamp.
So the pleasure cruise.
Mm-hmm.
It's primarily the wedding of Anders and his bitch.
Yeah, so it's not going to be the wedding itself. He's having a cruise to celebrate the fact they're getting married.
So it's an engagement party.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Okay.
And he said there'll be some other friends and stuff like that on the cruise.
Yeah.
It is the 6th day of Wheelsun, Earth Day, and the weather is cloudy, but you've noticed Saltmarsh itself is beginning to warm as you head into the high summer. The air is crisp and dry this morning, and you can feel the season has now fully changed. The warmer months are here, and you think forward to the coming festivals. As most of you know, the next one will be Richfest. You hear a bell ringing as you look out across the docks. You see people beginning to come from the houses and head down the street towards the council buildings. The day is yours, and the council awaits.
Did we go to sleep on the boat?
Yeah. I think you wrapped up the food meal and headed back to the boat to rest, and I believe the Sea Ghost is docked in Saltmarsh, and the other boat is docked out just in the waters. Okay.
Oh, I exit my revolving bed chamber, go up out onto the deck. Is anybody else there?
I'll probably be on the deck, on the ship's deck.
Packard will be on the deck.
Morning, Packard. You sleep well?
Good. I mean, you know I don't.
Yeah, I know.
Morning, Nosy.
Morning.
You fellas well? You look well.
It was nice to be...
feeling good.
Nice to be... I was going to say back in my own bed, but I've been sleeping in that bed the whole time, haven't I? It's nice to be back, though. A bit more stable in the dock.
There's definitely a lovely air about the area. Things are feeling a bit jovial.
It feels warmer since we last went. I mean, it's been... How long has it been? Like, last time I was here was when Kira came.
Yes, I suppose that's correct.
You've been on the ocean
Like
since...
a week or something. That's it.
No,
Feels
it
like
was the
years.
19th of flock time, so... It's
What
been,
time?
Flock time.
This is coming up to like 3 weeks you've been away.
God, it feels like it's about 3 weeks, I think.
Yes.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
It's about
I
2
think
weeks,
it's more like
actually.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Say
about
about
that.
a fortnight, to be honest.
Yep. All right. It's felt like longer.
Yeah, so now what are the mystery?
So,
Where's Styles?
We've
Styles,
conquered
Styles
Naval
comes
Sister.
up on deck.
well,
Ah, there you are.
I'd really
Hey,
like to
sleepy
check
head.
in at the forge.
Having a bit of a lie-in.
The forge.
Oh, yeah, you need to check on
obviously we
Gavin
need
and
to go to the
Davin.
Mariners Guild.
I wonder what shit
Oh.
they got up to this time.
I'm sure it's all running fine and smooth.
You know
I've
it
got
won't be.
faith in them.
Shall we venture to the guild and
Come
settle
on,
our
Noisy.
business?
They're fucking useless and you
The
fucking know
I
it.
bell
think, we should-
continues to toll from the council building, and you see the people heading down. You remember Galen said to visit the council
I did want to move
first
them
thing
first.
in the morrow.
Well, I suppose we'll go to the council and then we'll
Oh, I
do our other
suppose.
activities, I guess.
I don't
Yeah.
like the fact we're under their beck and
I
call.
was, I was about to say the same. You know, we don't work for the council.
I think we'll just
We
take
are
a
our
very
own men.
slow stroll over. Just take our time
Yes.
at our
So
own
they know
pace.
that we are not their men.
We are not their
we could-
bitches.
Nip into the tavern next door and get some food there.
Oh, we can have a drink before we go.
Yeah.
Now that sounds interesting.
I mean, at least I was trying to do business
Just a
before we
quick
went to
one.
the council.
We have a breakfast drink to celebrate getting home.
You know, a wee bit of bed, maybe.
Well, you make your way down the gangplank, across the docks. You notice as you look up and down, there's a lot more vessels in the docks today. Normally the fishing ships would have left for the day and cargo ships would be coming and going. However, a lot are still tethered up at the docks.
Do we know why everyone's heading to the council buildings? Is it because of this cruise, or was there another reason?
You don't know why.
Okay. Why is it so... It's got busier since we were last year.
Is,
think this
is
is all-
anyone walking? Sorry, is anyone walking by we can grab and just? Excuse me, sir. What?
No. Are we
Who's
getting a
going on?
drink? Because they'll know in the tavern.
Yeah. I'll say you see some people, a man and a woman, a fisherman. You can tell by his attire. And he's arm in arm with his wife, and they're heading towards the council building. And as they come past, the woman sort of nudges him and points across. Oh, good day to you. Good day to you. Are you coming to the meeting?
What's the meeting about? Do you know?
Oh, it's about the war, and I believe you as well.
The war?
They want to celebrate our return. Yeah.
Which
Yes. Well, we
which war, young man?
with the Sea Devils.
Sea
You're
devils.
You are the Mister Men, aren't you?
Yeah, his memory is
We're
a
not quite
little
known as
hazy.
the Mr. Men.
We
That's
entirely
just
are,
something
100%.
someone's coined.
Right.
Always forever.
We'll see you there. We want to make sure we can get in.
Wait, what was your
Against it.
name?
It's Eric.
Eric, that's a weird girl's name.
Right. Well, and his sort of head goes down, and they begin to go forward, and you see him chatting to each other.
Oh, not a name for a girl.
That was the guy.
I thought you said the girl.
I'm sure it was the girl that started speaking.
I thought it was the ghost answer.
Ah, fuck it. Just go to the fucking meeting.
Yeah, the voice sounded like this.
What
Well,
else
my
can we do
fellow
to
Mr.
delay
Men.
going to the meeting, guys?
Seems like the war has come.
I trip over a pothole. Oh, my leg! We need to go to the hospital.
There must be a false hider about.
It's amazing this town waited for us to get back for the meeting and we didn't even know who was getting back.
That's crazy, isn't it? How these things work out.
All right, I suppose you better rush on to the council
It's a
hall.
good job I put on my nice shiny crown for this one.
Which one?
I got the beaver crown on Because, you
Boy,
know,
that's a classic.
it is a classic. I want the people to know that we sorted out that beaver problem.
Beaver. Beaver fever.
Beaver fever. Come on, let's go.
As you make your way down the street singing, you see a few more people heading, and the bell stops ringing as you arrive at the town hall. As you enter the council building, you're taken aback by the attendance.
Oh,
It
so many
seems
people.
nearly everyone in town has come. The benches are packed with people of all ages and trades. You see fishermen, their wives, carpenters from the mill, and even people from the fish factory that bring that well-embedded smell of fish and the sea. And the crowd's not quiet. You hear a mixture of voices, some racked with concern, others excited. A few turn and point as you enter, and you see a space has been reserved at the front for you.
I think
I
that
presume you make your way to the front.
I will. And I'm like, as I'm walking in, I'm like, hello, howdy, how's it going? Nodding at everyone as I go past.
There's a general atmosphere, and the room sort of does begin to fixate on you guys as you come in.
Yep, it's me. Ozzy, yep. Hi, want an autograph? Yeah, sure. Here you go. There you go.
Sign it back, and they take it back eagerly and shove it into their overalls. As well as the usual council members who sit around the large table, you see smaller spaces have been set for members of the Alliance. There are two hulking forms of lizard folk, both of who you know to be scale shields, and you recognise them as the guards of the Queen. There is a single merfolk female who is struggling with the hassle of land, trying to work out if it's more comfortable to curl her tail on the floor or force it through the seat, which is clearly not made for folks with tails.
I don't know
And
what place you
finally-
can put it.
A member of the fish folk, the Lakafa, is holding themselves proud, waiting patiently for the meeting to begin.
Hey,
Around the table, you see the usual faces, except there's one missing. Ida appears to be absent. Gellin is wearing deep blue cloak patterned with ornate peacock feathers that seem to shine in the light coming from the windows. When you come in, he waves across and a huge smile on his face. Anders, sat next to him, seems distracted, occasionally staring out the window. And he also seems to have a large amount of grease in his hair, which slicks it back. Manistad sits, battle axe by her side, looking across to Eliander, who at this time seems to be heading the meeting. He's wearing full plate armour, and it's been polished to an impressive shine. As you come to the front, he ushers towards you. Good morning. Thank you for attending.
Good
Reserve
morning.
your space at the front.
I look over to the Queen's guards and give them a bit of a nod.
They sort of
Morning.
nod
How's
across towards you.
how's my beautiful Queen? She all right?
She is very well.
Oh, great. Good to hear. Good to hear. Tell her I miss her.
They sort of just nod, and it's hard to read a lizard folk's face, whether they will. Right, now you're here. We can begin the meeting.
Wait, there's one of you missing.
Oh, unfortunately, Ida will not be attending today.
She
is,
did?
No, she's
Oh.
been taken unwell. And she has been unwell for a few days.
Oh,
Sort of see him look around the council at this point, and the others sort of, their eyes just go back and forth.
anything we can help with? I'm good. I got magic hands. I can.
Do would it be
Perhaps.
perception check, Paul?
Yeah, what are you trying to perceive?
See if he's been truthful. Just with, like, see if they're looking around themselves.
So, it's insight to see.
Insight. Okay. Oh, no. Insight. That's not too good. No, only 9.
9. It seems to be fairly genuine. There seems to be a tension in the air, but nothing that would suggest that people are being dishonest or anything like that. Well, business first. Order! Order! And he bangs the gavel onto the table, and the eager crowd begins to become quiet. I would like to thank you for gathering here today, impromptu as it was. Now that our fellow have returned. We're here to discuss war. Too long have there been dangers in our waters. We used to be able to go fish peacefully. But now too many ships are not coming back. As you know, these men in front of me have helped us greatly by heading to the lizard folk, assessing the danger, and forming alliances.
Ben's Felk.
The people we now call comrades.
Who's this talking? Is this
Eleander,
Eleander?
Fireborn. The time has come. Our forces are ready. However, there is something we must do first. His eyes turn to you, and then he looks across the council. The reason we've called you here today, Mr. Men, is to...
Not actually our official name. I just want to
The official name.
Yeah.
I'm having banners made.
The reason I'm not going to go through each one of you. The reason we've called you here today. Saltmarsh and Cureland need your help once more. Our forces are strong, and our comrades' forces are strong. And so you see, he turns more to the lizard folk when he says this. You can tell after spending time with them, he has come to admire their strength and their sort of battle tactics.
As the lizard folk sort of like turn and look at us,
Everything's they're sort of looking back towards you, and everyone's sort of focused on you at this point.
I nod towards Eleander and go, Bartok.
He looks at you slightly confused. Right. And you do see one of the lizard folk just smirk slightly, and then immediately shut it down. The combined force that has been assembled is ready to move. However, before we launch a full attack, we need information. And this is where we are hoping that you can help.
I'm assuming we're talking about our common enemy, the Sea Devils.
That we are, the Sawagan.
Saugen, that's it.
Their lair has been located.
Oh, you don't say.
We knew they'd taken over the lizard folk's original home, and now we know that is their main base of operations. The lizard folk have kindly sent people up to the area to see. However, if we want to launch the full assault on the 4th day of Richfest, and I know, and you sort of see him go into himself slightly, his pride and armour, just you shine through it. I know we've already asked a lot from you. However, we propose a mission of reconnaissance by yourselves. You're a team who can get things done. You're a team who are less recognisable than folks like ourselves.
Speak for yourselves. Everyone knows Ozzy Hellball.
Less recognisable in the face of war, perhaps.
Right. I look over at Scarrick. Okay.
Well, what do you think to this?
Oh, if you keep paying us, we'll keep working for you.
Well, I have word from the King of Kierland, King Stocky,
King?
that should our mission be successful, those involved will be given titles. And that is more than we could ever pay you as a council.
Oh,
Titles, you say?
fucking Lord. Ozzy Hellborn. It's got a
Can
ring
I-
to it.
Can I say normally with titles comes land?
Yes, and I'm sure the King will be open to agreement should we be successful.
I would like some sea with my title. I don't want land. I want a patch of sea
Very well.
drawn out.
This will be dangerous. Possibly more dangerous than the things you faced already.
Ozzy
You
just
have
is like
no
looking
idea
up.
what we've faced already.
Ozzy's like looking off into the distance. He's not really listening now. Do you think Sir Ozzy Hellborn or Lord Ozzy Hellborn's better? Which one's got the more ring to it?
What about Sir Lord?
Sir Lord Ozzy Hellborn. I like it. The first.
Sirloin
The first.
Hellborn.
Sirloin Hellborn. The first. Sorry, what was you saying?
I was saying, is this something you'd consider?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What exactly do you want us to do, though?
Oh, yeah, details.
So, the mission has 4 main goals.
Should you choose to accept it?
Determine the strength of the Sawagan forces. Numbers of warriors, lieutenants, battle-ready troops that are present. Locate the important areas in the fortress, where the people are barracked, where officers are quartered. Discover any significant defensive measures, traps, areas readied for defense, and things that we may want to avoid when we bring the full force. And discover how advanced they are. Are they ready to come to us, or will we have the upper hand? We plan to attack on the holy day of Pelor in Richfest, a day most common folk would not expect. These sea devils probably do not hold the same standards as us, however, with Pelor on our side, we stand good hope.
Well, let's hope they don't have any spies, considering you've just told them the plan. Everyone in the
This
town.
room is
I look around. Does anyone look shifty?
Make a perception check.
You know it.
Nat 20.
Yep, and it's not my natural 20 dice either. It's the one that you got me. So,
Change the dice tray on this.
26.
Critical perception.
You look around the room and you see the people here, as I said, range from all ages, all professions. However, there's one thing that seems to unite them. They all are here for Saltmarsh. And you don't pick up any vibes or anything. And as you sort of look around the room questioning everyone, Eleander stands at the front and says, "These people in this room are here because Saltmarsh is our home. And our home is in danger. We need to be saved. We can provide the force, but we need to know where to precision the attack. We do not want to waste any lives in this assault." The lizard folk steps forward. "We can give you information about the cave. This was once our home, and we will tell you all that we know."
How far away is this place?
I mean,
He
we've been
moves
there.
over to the table.
Is it not where we've been?
No, that's
No,
where
that's
they
where that was there.
ended up. Where they got kicked out too.
Ah,
He moves over to the table, and on the large map you see that's of the Saltmarsh coastline. He points to a spot and makes an X on the map. The lair is covered southwest from Saltmarsh. You see here.
Southwest. This is upside down. Turn it around for me.
He spins the map. It doesn't change on here though.
Can you tell me where? Oh, Sawagan Fortress. Is that?
Sawagan Fortress
sorry,
on the
just
left.
top. He points to it and says,
That's west,
Yeah, southwest. He said.
"Southwest."
not southwest.
Southwest of Saltmarsh.
It's these freaking maps.
No.
There's
West by southwest, I'd say.
Southwest west.
Our home was an island just out in the ocean. Protruding from the water, the rocky surface was riddled with caves. We did little changes except movement and passageways, stairs. But this was our home for a long time. There are 3 different levels. The entrance is a large cave that faces the sea coast. This is what we know, how we left.
Well, it sounds
Okay.
as if our only point of access is by sea. There is no land access. So we're going to have
You
to
would
mount.
have to go from sea, yes.
Yeah.
There is no causeway, no bridge to the rock.
I just got a question. Like, how time orientated is this mission? Because we've been promised a party on a cruise ship.
Yes. Do not worry. They do not plan to go until Ridgefest. We have a good couple of weeks, and I know you'll get this done fairly sharpish, so pleasure cruise first. And at that, Eleander sort of turns to him. As much as I would appreciate you getting the mission done ASAP, I do think the closer it is to the assault, the better. That way the information will be fresh. We need a couple of days at least to make a plan. However, Richfest is a good 3 weeks away.
We've
Do not need to go to the end of the month.
we've had a bit of a journey, to say the least, these last few weeks, and we need a little bit of R&R.
Yes, Gillen has informed me of your conquest.
Eliander, are you going on the pleasure cruise?
No, I will not be.
Thank fuck for
Unfortunately-
that. Did I say that out loud?
Unfortunately, war is slightly more on the top of my priorities.
Yeah. You do the war stuff. We'll do the sexy stuff.
But as you know, my daughter, well, my cousin, will be. Not my daughter.
Your cousin. Oh, is it his cousin? That
Carmilla.
That's who.
And as he says the name, you
um,
just see Anders' eyes like come from the window and just like, and they're like, imagine like the anime puppy eyes, like, Camilla.
Is Camilla in the? Do we know who Camilla is? We've not met her, have we?
No, you haven't met her yet. She's not here.
Okay. Camilla, beautiful name. You're a lucky guy. Anders.
Yes, I am.
So, is that it?
Yes, if you've agreed and you're happy, then
I think we're agreed.
well,
Um,
enjoy the cruise, and when you come back, we will be able to give you any more information before you set off. Supplies, as always, we can provide with time if you need them.
Yes,
But-
we'll need to pay for a crew to take our ships as well. I'm assuming the council will cover that cost again.
Yes, we should be able to. It's not too far.
Wait.
Thank you.
And you see him just bring out a journal and make a note.
always,
well.
Ships, not ship.
Like, we'll discuss the
Just
terms
checking
closer
you
to the time.
write it down correctly.
I'm not sure.
Perhaps taking a fleet of ships would not be the
Fleet.
best idea on a stealth mission.
Yeah. God,
Well,
God. You guys know nothing
I've-
about war.
Yeah, but to be fair, normally stealth missions you don't tell the whole town, Till- especially 3 weeks before it's planned to happen. Just
It's in the
Advance.
town's decision as well. This is business of us.
yes, but it's our lives. I would prefer if the top secret military plans were a bit.
Then the final date will be secret. Everything from here will be discussed with us.
I point at someone in the crowd and I go, look at him, he's eating hay. We can't trust
See
this
this guy
fucker up to keep our secrets.
It's seaweed.
Not better.
It's actually quite nutritious.
Yes, we'll do your stupid secret mission.
Very well. Well, I thank you for attending. And he nods to the Alliance. The day will come, and soon this burden of war will be over. And Geoland, the Saltmarsh, will once again be able to prosper. He brings up the gavel and bangs it to the table.
Oh, fucking
And
hell.
the crowds begin to just chatter and immediately just burst into life as they begin to push for the doors. You hear things like, "Oh, it's so brave and daring," and some,
Alright,
"What a
it
waste
is,
of
yeah.
bloody time."
I walk over to the mer woman, the mer lady.
Yep.
And I reach for her to take her hand.
Oh, good day to you.
Me lady, Ozzy Hellborn. I kiss her hand. At your service. And who might you be?
As you kiss it, you get the strange sensation of a skin which is a cross between
My tongue
human
is numb.
flesh and
My tongue.
fish scales.
My tongue is numb.
What did you ask her?
I just asked the name.
I wasn't looking so hard. I was like, what's happened to him?
My name is Ian.
That's an interesting texture.
Yes,
What
If you-
was the name? Sorry. Iron.
Ian.
Iron.
Yes.
Iron, that's absolutely.
Iron Man.
That's a beautiful name. Beautiful name. You staying in the town long?
As short as possible. My tail is not quite built for this environment.
Oh, what is it built for? I mean,
And you see her unwind it from the chair.
oh, goes on
Do
forever.
not mind. I am happy to walk and talk. And
Oh, sure, yeah, we're heading out that way anyway. I'll escort you back to you. Are you staying on the ship? On a ship? Or are you just staying in the water?
no, we are in the bay.
In the bay?
There is a fine reef of seaweed that we have made our home for the time being.
I've
And she
done,
sort
it,
of
done it worse.
comes up, and you see she has the ability to sort of half shuffle and rock back and forward on her tail, but it is cumbersome, and you can tell she doesn't find it that comfortable. But she links your arm, and you can tell she's supporting some of her weight on it. And she begins to shuffle towards the exit.
Yeah, I'll help. Let's go.
What? I leaned to Scarrick and said, I don't get why that couldn't wait till after breakfast.
I was especially I was shocked when they said it wasn't urgent. That it could be in 3 weeks. I totally agree with you there. Shall we go get some breakfast and a nice drink?
I think we should.
I think we should as well. Let's go do that, and then we can do. I don't know what's happening to Jamie Axe. Let us go and do that, and then we can get around to our other activities.
So let us not forget the Mariners Guild. We don't want to be tardy.
It is still quite early.
Ah,
to be
that can
fair, so
wait.
you can't
They're,
get
they're
that.
just waiting. They don't want to give us the money, so you know we can go and have a drink. It's just because you don't drink.
So as you guys sort of bustle past Ozzy and Ian and make your way, I
I can't believe
presume.
you just unmuted to nod.
What?
Alex just unmuted to nod.
I was going to say something, then Paul started, so I was just like, I'll just nod it out. I'll just...
Are you heading to the snap-in line? The one opposite?
Yes.
Council?
No, the one next
We're
door.
not
isn't
going
it?
to the roof pub. That's only for night time.
As
You-
we walk, can I use Mage Hand to help support her tail and help support her walking?
You're gonna feel her up.
No, I'm
Yeah,
helping her.
walk.
Paul said
you
I was
sort of-
helping her.
Are you going to tell her you're doing it, or you just...
Yeah, it's just gonna go.
I was like, oh,
Hey, you're going to ask permission.
How do you know that that's not an erotic zone
let me,
for her?
well, we'll find out. Let me get that for you. Yeah, let me help.
As you cast and she
So
feels like
weird.
some of the weight being supported off her tail. Oh, thank you. That does help.
You won't believe the places this hand can find.
I'm sure. However, unfortunately, I do not believe we would be compatible. Would you say?
I've heard that before. Okay, deja vu.
It's never stopped him
My-
before.
My people spoke of you and your friends at the Lizard Folk Lair.
Oh, really?
It was very interesting to see you convert people in such a way. You must have a rapport with people.
I like to think so. I think we're quite a charming group of fellas.
Men?
Yes. Well, know this, Ozzy. Charm will not work with the Sawagan. They are ruthless killers. They have killed many of my people.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Please. And she sort of grasps your arm with the other one. Make sure they pay.
I will. You got beautiful eyes. I will. We will.
Thank you.
We actually met them, you know, on our last mission. They ambushed us on the sea. We fucked them up. Fucked them up good.
Really? And that is good.
Yeah, easy really. I don't know what all the fuss is about.
There will be many in the fortress. And they will be ready for war as well.
There was like one really big one. You ever seen one of them?
My people have heard tales of such things. I remember they came and assaulted a smaller section of my colony. And she just looks down at the ground. All that was left was the bodies of my kin, floating in the current. I just hope with all of us together this will be enough.
We will do everything in our power to win this war and get rid of them.
Thank you, Ozzy.
You have my word.
At this point, you've sort of made your way down to the wooden dock, just over the waters. Well, I guess I can take it from here. I will tell our people of you, and should you ever need our assistance in the waters, just call out, and if we are there, we will help.
What? Call out what?
And with that, she dives gracefully into the water, and as soon as she lands in, you just see her in the clear waters of the bay, just immediately like speed around and just when this huge like burst of elegance and grace when she's in her natural habitat.
Fucking hell, thank fuck for that. That was uncomfortable.
Scary.
Well, you guys, I presume, just went straight to the inn.
No, we was watching.
Alright,
you were walking
my
behind.
card was like
I turn around.
so close.
Scary. Did you see how beautiful she is? My God.
She had a tail.
No.
What's with you and interspecies love?
She was beautiful.
I don't think it'd work with you. Just
Hey, we both have mouths,
you
didn't we?
need to maybe listen to what the person's saying rather than just staring at the beauty in that.
Yeah, but I just get swept up in the beauty of all living creatures.
I know.
And did you see the size of her mer
Maybe
boobies?
he's up on the drugs, and you know.
Mer boobies.
I saw the boobies.
Okay, good. Just checking. Let's go get a drink.
Let's go get a drink.
So you head to the Snapping Line.
Sorry, three weeks on the high seas is a long time. I'm getting horny.
Really? You're horny every day.
That was a manatee.
That was a man. Oh, dear.
Ozzy don't get that.
I
So,
don't give a
very
shit.
true. As you open the door, the first thing that hits you is the noise. with most people taking the day off for the council meeting, they've really just taken it as an extra day of rest. The inn is full of fishermen round tables, chattering and drinking and some eating. There's the smell of like fresh fish. The lobster wine is high on the air. The owner, Hannah, and a few bar workers are ushering around the tables, and as you enter they look up and wave and usher you over to a smaller table in the corner which is empty.
It
You're
is.
moving
So, a round of lobster, crab wine. What is it?
Claw,
sh-
claw wine. I
Claw wine. Aye,
can't
that's it.
believe.
She comes over to you. Oh, aye, right, yes, claw wine, yes. A picture.
Yeah, are you right?
It's just busy. It's not normally busy like this. The bloody bastards have taken a day off, haven't they?
That's good for you,
But
though.
never mind.
That's good. Aye.
Lots of tips.
A round of claw, please. That'd be great.
Food, drink.
Just some like
You got some breakfast on?
breakfast bagels.
Yes. I'll bring some things.
Thank you.
And she sort of rushes off, and you hear as she goes past another table, someone chucks a glass up, and it feels like a Saturday night in here.
I never thought I'd see the day where I actually fancied a glass of claw wine, but it's been that long.
Aye, it's
Here we
been a
are.
while. It's a nice reminder of Saltmarsh's.
So, oh, sorry, I interrupted you there. You finished, Scarrick.
No, go on.
So anyway, down to business. We got to go to the guild, Mariners Guild. You're quite friendly with them, Styles. Is that right?
Yes, I'll go. I think Mr. Piker will probably join me, but
Maybe after
Hi,
here.
yeah.
I'll go
wonder-
to the forge while you're doing that.
Well, I'll come to the forge with you. I want to see what Gavin and Davin got up to, and you two maybe can go sort out the Mariners Guild. How much do they owe us?
I can't remember.
Well,
Check your notes.
3,000.
10,000.
We owe the guild for the crew, but then they owe us for doing some stuff. So
For defeating evil.
let's hope we're in the black.
Aye, and if someone didn't give away, a lifetime's worth of gold, that'd be great too.
Who was
Gold
it?
sigil that Ozzy gave away to the
Ah,
random
yes.
lighthouse keeper.
Mm.
The solid gold sigil.
The one that deterred the undead beast.
I didn't watch
Aye,
that
the
part
magical
of the
gold. Aye, great point there, Picard.
I didn't get to that part of the episode, so I don't remember.
Rovelers.
So
it
yeah,
was
we'll probably
worthless. We got loads of
end
gold.
up with about 2,000, won't we?
Did anyone actually write down what they owe us? Because I can't.
I feel like
find
it was 3,000 or 5,000 or
3,000.
something. Yeah.
Have we? I've got a note that says 3,000. The minus 506, and then split 4 ways. Have we already accounted for it?
You haven't got it yet, that's for
No,
sure.
we haven't put it.
But you may have counted it and then taken off your crew. I think 506 is what you owe the crew still. For the
Yeah,
additional
that's
time.
yeah. I've
We-
done the maths.
I think we split the treasure that we found last session, but we haven't been paid the money reward yet, so we haven't split that.
Yeah, so the treasure last time was 120 gold pieces, each 300 silver.
Yeah.
The gems, jewels, and the 5 bolts of silk we've just kept, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got 5 bolts of silk, 100 gold each, and gems and jewellery. Paul, you told me to make a note of. I've got 1,000 gold written here, but I don't know if that's.
Yeah, so basically you've just got hordes and hordes of this like treasure, which is up to the value of 1,000 gold, we'll
Okay.
say. But you just need to find someone to shift it, really.
Yeah.
You only owed a crew 276 gold.
Right.
Bargain.
I've got that written down, and I've got 230
That's what you originally paid. So you originally paid 230 for them, which I think you just paid, Styles. So
Yeah, I
if you
seem
want to
to
get your
remember
money
that.
back for that, you
We
can.
did give you the money back for it.
Yeah.
Nah, you didn't.
We did.
And then there's 276 left to pay. But if you want to deduct that now, we'll just say for the sake of brevity that you've paid the crew off. How do you want to split it? Between 4?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
What was left? Sorry.
69 each.
Oh,
yeah.
Baby.
It was made.
69 gold.
Would
Can
you
I
gonna
give
lose 69 gold?
That's 690 silver, isn't it?
Yes, I think so. 10 to 1 on the finger.
I'm going to remove some silver as well. Then. Instead.
I think I already did. Yeah, I already did. No, I didn't.
So we're
One
saying
thing
that
with D&D, the DM needs a coffer. So I have gold. Then when you all do it, I could put it in my bank, like Monopoly.
are we saying that they've gone and done that then?
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, we'll say as you docked in, because the crew will have left now. They'll have anchored up your ship, set it to rights overnight, and then today it'll just be finishing off, getting their stuff off, and heading back to the guild for more work.
So we still have to go to the guild to get the.
You still have to go
3
to
grand.
the guild to
Yeah.
get your reward.
3,000.
Yes.
Yeah, well, if you don't mind, and we'll go see Gavin and Devin. I won't mind checking in on
Davin
Captain.
and Gavin.
Is it David and what are the names?
Darian and Garion.
Gavin
David
and
and David, innit?
David. Davin.
Davin and Gavin.
Davin and
You
Gavin.
said Gavin and Davin.
Gavin and
DD.
this claw wine's fucking dead strong, I tell you.
Yeah. So as she comes back, brings you the colour wine, charges you 2 gold pieces for that, and
Okay.
a laden tray with bread, fishes. There's actually some jams and stuff that have been starting to come into season.
Jamses. There's some
Jamses.
Jamses and fishes.
Jamses and fishes.
Just eat some potatoes.
See, that's a
You
term
did
where I
say
would
fishes
use
as a joke
fishes.
then, didn't you?
No, that's
Did you
where I'd
not
say
do it as a joke then?
bread and
Fucking
fishes.
hell, he did it again and all of you fucking missed it. Some breads and some fishes.
God, guys, it's not like we're in a fantasy world where fishes exist. Fuck grammar.
Paul's going to invent a creature called the
D&D
fishes.
fishes. I'm going to homebrew it. Be like, you've just been eating this the full time.
It's like a fish with 2 heads.
Yeah. So she brings the food, wine. You begin to tip it out, pour it, and get glugging.
Glug, glug,
The
glug.
colour wine has that briny, saturated taste, but it is refreshing.
I'd take it back. I don't really like the claw wine. I won't mind going and seeing Captain Zandros.
I was literally about to say that.
She might have some madness
Well-
for us.
If,
Do the forge first.
Yeah, if you two go to the forge, we'll go to the Mariners Guild. We'll meet for lunch at the Empty Net, and Captain Xandros is opposite it.
Sounds like a plan. We don't need to do any. We don't need to go see anyone else, do we?
Could do with going to the carpenters, but can we just fucking rush that?
Yep.
Fast
What do you
track
need
it.
from the carpenters?
It's just those. It's picking up those parts for the blister that I couldn't
Yep.
make.
You prepaid for them.
I want to
wanna
say we did.
Yeah, I want to say you did. In that case, yeah, on the way to the blacksmiths, we'll do that first. You head via the carpenters and you see there's a few people still there. Your parts are bundled up, just set to a side, and you come and collect them and bring them back to the blacksmiths. As you arrive, as you walk down the street to your smiths, you see
It's not there anymore.
As we're walking,
Smoke.
can I just
Come.
speak to Scarrick just briefly?
yeah,
You happy to be back?
It'd be nice to see the lads, see what they've done. I hope they've been getting on together and forging away. But you can only
Is
give them so much room.
I just want to say it's been a rough couple weeks.
What do you mean?
It's just been rough, hasn't it? I'm glad we made it. I'm glad we got out safe. You know.
Of course, lad. We'll always get through it.
Yeah.
You've got me next to you. I'll not let you die.
I know. You found a book, didn't you? Was that?
Why? Did you want to translate it for me?
If you won't mind me taking a look at it and
course,
giving it a
of
once
course, I'll,
over, in the interest of,
yeah,
of
it'd be
safety,
handy
you know.
if you found anything, what I'm interested in, and the dragon's temper and anything about Pyreneus, then do let me know.
Yeah, those
Or
words. Yep.
Hematurgy.
Yep, that word as well. Yep. I'll see.
Aye, okay, and then I mean, does sorry, one sec. Does Picard have the book? Because you said you do
Oh yeah.
have it, and you will lend it to me. Okay, so you'll have to ask Picard for it.
I thought
he's
he
got
gave
at the
you
moment.
it.
No, I just
No,
borrow it from him when I want
Yeah,
to
I
read it.
expressly said I would lend it to him.
Okay. Never mind then.
I've popped it in your journal for when you do eventually get it from Picard.
Okay. Well, I'll look at it. I'll look at it later. Then I'll speak.
That's all he wanted. He
Bye,
didn't want to be
friend.
left out of the secret.
I'm just looking out for my best friend.
Best friend. So, as you finish chatting and you're carrying the pieces back, as I say, the smoke is billowing out the wooden chimney, the stone chimney at the back of the forge. I like to imagine the forge has the large, big rounded chimney that sort of builds up as part of the thing, and then there's the outside area. Now it's warmer. A lot of the work has moved into the outside. The anvil's been cleaned off out there. The big grindstones set up, turning. And you see Gavin and Davin busy at work. One is holding the piece on the anvil while the other strikes the hammer, and you see him chanting a small song to get the rhythm. And they look up as they see you come around the corner, and their faces light up, but then they just focus back in on the work.
I might join in with
You're
the song.
back.
Morning, boys. Carry on. Use the heat. I'm happy to watch you for a second. Beautiful work.
It's all right. We're nearly done. And you see Gavin take
and
the piece in the
Davin
tongs
hitting the anvil.
and quench it into the water. Steam billows up as it quenches.
The steam billows up as it quenches.
They raise it up and look it over. Another one. Great. And he throws it across into a large basket. And as you
Prepping
peer
for
in-
the war, I see, lads.
That's it. As you look into the basket, you see the basket is nearly half full of a sort of spear harpoon head. It's serrated down one side with a large spike to dig in, and then a sharp edge on the other side. Oh, who told you?
No one. I can see it. Is this your idea? Did I come to you? This is great.
Oh, so you don't know? They sort of look at each other and begin to laugh,
Oh, what?
brushing the sweat and coal off their face. Did I get it? No, you just go get it. Go get it. And Davin runs inside and comes out.
These guys.
The small coffer that you have where you keep all your takings. He brings it out, but he's holding it in his arms like this, sort of left, right. Yeah.
What's going on?
Gavin takes the key from his neck, unlocks it, and opens it. As you peer inside, you see a shimmer of gold. It's 143 gold pieces.
Oh, well done, boys.
We've got
Well done indeed.
Bloody hell.
43 from the normal work, but Eleander came to us. It's Garrick, he came to us.
It's amazing. That's because he knows you're good lads and you
Did
get
you-
the work done.
Did you forge him a
behalf-
fucking metal leg?
On behalf of the king. This is
Wow.
the king's work.
Now that will get you a job anywhere.
We're making harpoons
That's
for the
amazing.
war.
Damn.
And to be fair, we fudged up a few at the start, but we're getting quite good at it now.
That's great, boys. That's so good to hear.
This is the
Amazing
pre-order.
work.
And then if we do well on this, I think we'll be tasked with more.
That's awesome.
Are you staying this time?
Well, we've got some things planned, and got to get help out with the war and stuff. So there is a mission that we've got to get done. So
Oh,
I'll be around for a little bit, but I will be popping back out.
we've heard of that. The secret mission. Yeah,
Aye,
that'll be great.
that one.
Oh, well, here. And you see they go into the back, and he brings out one of the spears that's been mounted onto the pole. Take this. It's made by us, and we had one of the guys from the carpenters come and mount it. This should tide you well. It's possibly a little bit too long, but I'm sure you can cut it down.
It's about double, triple my height, but thank you very much.
We're just happy that, he asked us.
Aye, it's amazing. Like, of course you should be happy.
But did he
We
ask
couldn't
you,
have got
or
here
did
without you, really.
I mean, did he ask Scarrig and he got you instead?
No,
They
they
sort of
knew
look
where
at
I
each
was.
other
Of
like-
course, they asked you guys.
Yeah, I think it was
your
us.
work. Of course.
Yeah.
Was he?
And there was just one other thing we were thinking. Because you haven't been here too much, did you want to change the name to just the Anvil?
Wow.
Well, I mean, that's
Wow.
No, it's a stupid idea. Yeah,
Wow.
Till I'm dead and gone, but
Fireball.
it's just a lot of people come and they get confused when they don't see a dwarf, and now we're getting more people from outside coming. We had some of them lizard folk the other day, and we couldn't do much for them, but they were like, "Where's the dwarf?"
keep the
And we
work
were
up,
like, "Well,
and we'll talk about it. Okay?
I mean,
yeah,
you don't have to have the dwarf here, the whole fucking... You go to Nando's, you don't ask, oh, where's Mr. Nando? It's... You just... it's
what's
the name.
Nando's?"
It's a place
Yeah,
back from back home.
Anyway,
Aye,
we better get the
talk
next one in.
about it.
And they
Thank you,
go and
lads.
get a block.
And yeah, I guess we'll head off
The bloody
with
cheek
my
of
what,
it.
104,
143.
143. Ooh,
So as you make your way back, ranting at the cheek of
what
Gavin
is
and
the
Davin.
spear? Is it just a spear?
Yeah, it's a spear. It's
No,
more a
I think
harpoon.
it's a spear to a harpoon. Okay.
A harpoon, yeah. I mean, it's not shit by any means.
I mean, Gavin and Davin aren't around now. We can say it's shit.
Make
They're not
a
listening
make
now.
a investigation check on it. Or make an investigation check.
Natural one with a 2. Shit.
No, that's how well you can tell.
Yeah.
the
That's why I
craftsmanship.
see that.
So you look it over and you're like, oh, this isn't half bad.
The claw
Ignoring
irons
some of
kicked
the
in.
visible dents and sort of chips off the edge and where it's not quite finely sharpened, but
I'm like
look
looking
at
at it
it,
at the same time, and I'm like
yeah.
taking in all of the inconsistencies and the bumps. I'm like, fucking hell, they can't do any wrong in your eyes, can they?
Aye, they're good lads.
And as you make your way down the streets, a few people just chatting around. The other two head to the guild. So, as before, this tall, steep-sided slate roof building stands well above the others in the town. You see the big gold bull. There's about half, and that means the tide is on its way in. You head to the large entrance. The doors are open. And you're greeted again with that smell of cooked fish and ale that wafts out. The fires are only half on, now it's drawing into summer, but you still get a nice bit of heat from that. You're greeted at the door by a weather-worn man whose face wrinkles as he smiles to welcome you. He wears simple clothes, but your eyes are drawn to the large gold chain he wears around his neck. This large link chain is decorated with carved maritime symbols, as well as easy recognizable symbols of Procan, the god of the seas. Good day to you. How may the Guild of Mariners assist you today?
We have a note, a promised note of payment from, was it Major Ursa?
Yeah.
From
Oh, the
Major
Major.
Ursa? Yes, from the lighthouse on the Abbey Isle.
Well, let's see it then, boy. He reaches his withered hand across.
Boy.
You pass him the note. He takes it out, unrolls the scroll. Yes. He has some small glasses that he moves into his nose. Oh. Yes, I see. Well, Guildmaster Tabbath is who you're looking for, and Guildmaster Tabbath is who you found. Please, come in. And he turns and ushers to another, someone who seems to work there. They don't really have a uniform as such, but they're not in the pit, like eating and drinking. He ushers them across to stand on the door. Please, follow me. He leads you into the guild, and up the stairs that lead to a walkway that go around the outside. On the second floor, you see through the doors there seems to be a series of offices, storerooms. As you look through some of the open ones, you see writing desks and cabinets full of papers. He leads you round to one of the windows in the building that looks out to the ocean. And behind this door is a simple office filled with stacks of parchment, logbooks, large window looking out across the ocean, as I said. And he sits down on the desk and ushers you to some chairs. Well, it would seem you've been having some adventures. Is it Styles, Ozzy, Scarrick, and Picard? Which ones do I have here?
I am Styles, and this is Mr. Picard.
You have Mr. Captain Picard.
He looks at you for a second. Yes, I see. I do. Well, you've cleared the Isle of the Abbey. What
Down
was
to
there? Just the remnants of a once cult, perhaps? We've
There.
been
We,
watching that isle for some time.
Did you see any undead while you were watching?
We knew the dunes were dangerous. Yes.
Yep.
But
Sorted them. Don't worry about it.
splendid. You understand that isle will be key to saving many lives.
We sure
And
hope
also
so.
a grand forward base of operations in the war or just merchant trade.
It'll make a fine outpost. Don't go in the basement. Ever.
Yes, there is
Basement?
there's some ruins of beneath the abbey, and there's evil there.
We've closed the door, so no need to
Yeah,
no
so
need to
put a
venture in.
big sign on.
Yeah.
The mission was to get rid of all the evil, so don't say there's any evil
Well,
there.
I appreciate
Why did you leave? Why did you leave
letting
the
me
thing?
know. I appreciate you letting me know. It would have been an awful shame to send my men in without all the information.
Exactly.
Thank you for your honesty.
And
I will
honesty
make
is
a
rewarded.
note. And we will ensure to send the Marines in first. So, payment. I believe 3,000 gold was on the cards.
I
Yes.
revert to Mr. Styles because I can't remember.
Yes, that was what was agreed and signed upon on that of
Correct.
deliverance by the major.
And I see the major's signature, therefore he is sufficed. Wilhelm! And then he signals and you see this small porter boy come in. He whispers in his ear. Go, boy, go. Would you care to have a drink while we wait? It may take a bit of time for him to count that much.
Yes, please. That would be refreshing.
You see him stand up, and he's quite a withered old man. You can see he's done his time. He goes over
Drink
to
of
a
the day.
globe, which he opens up, and inside you see a series of dark bottles, none really labelled, all large corks in the top. What poison do you take?
Just rum for me, and Captain Picard normally forgoes drinking at this hour.
Yes.
Ah, a wise man. A man who deems work more than drink. Well,
Indeed.
unfortunately, if you
reason.
don't mind, a man of my age needs as much drink as he can get.
Hmm.
So, this one's for you and me, Styles. And he pours 2 large glasses and passes one to you. So, I've seen you before, Styles. You came to gather a crew, but Picard, you're the gentleman that washed up on the shore, if I'm not mistaken.
I am, that is well remembered.
You a captain?
I sure am. Can you not tell by the way I carry myself?
I can. You do have the correct form. It's just being the master of the Guild of Mariners. I know most captains by name, or at least by record, and yours is not one I've come about. Are you not from around these parts?
I'm not, I'm afraid. I recently learned of my peerage from a treacherous family member.
Oh,
So I'm from an area that I can't remember the name of.
would it by chance be hard by?
That sounds familiar.
Yes, that place in the north.
Yes,
Ah.
in the north.
Yes, family can be a terrible thing,
Method
especially
acting.
when one is married to the sea.
Indeed.
The women never quite understand why you have to be away so long.
Oh, don't get me started on the women.
But there is that bond, gentlemen. The bond that draws you back onto the never-ending oceans. When land falls beyond the horizon and all that surrounds you is water and sky. Yes. I believe when I die I will ask to be buried at sea. The thought of my bones under this earth makes me shudder. And you, Styles. You're a man of the sea as well?
Seaman.
Yes, I've been to sea many a time. Yes.
What do you sail? Merchant?
I was in the Navy some time ago, in the Royal Navy a few years ago, but since then I've been more freelance.
Oh, which unit? I know many people from the Navy.
This is the most Styles has ever spoken about himself. My God's just like,
I'm making notes.
you were in the Navy? Mr.
Yes,
Styles.
it was many years ago.
No, very well. I know a man when he doesn't want to talk about his work. Some things happen at sea we do not wish to discuss. I understand. Please.
That is
A
true.
toast to good health.
Good health and to the sea. With
I presume, having you taken up this one job for the guild, if there were, per se, others in the future, you would be willing to partake?
Well, we have a mission for the council coming up, and they've
Yes,
said,
I heard about that. Leading the
Yes,
front
it's-
on the war, eh?
You heard about our
Yes,
secret mission, did you?
Yes, it's a talk with the town.
I was a bit annoyed with the not so secret mission.
Oh, I'm sure it will be fine. There aren't that many people in Saltmarsh, and most of them are just keen on fish and, not the
Well,
wider things in the world.
I fear the captain of the town guard isn't really used to war, more skirmishes along the
Fucking
coast.
useless.
Yes, he is a
Fucking peg leg twat.
landlubber per se.
So,
But-
and,
Saltmarsh has been here many years, and I'm sure it will be here many to come after we have left.
yes,
He is back. And the boy brings in a large wooden sort of box, iron clad around it, and he puts it onto the table, opens it up, and inside you see it's around 5 or 6 bags, small leather pouches. You wish to count it?
No, unless you want to With the honours,
No,
Captain?
no, we trust you, my good man. This is, I presume you will not do business poorly.
That I will not. You do not build a guild on poor business decisions, and I
Indeed.
appreciate your trust.
Indeed.
Well, I thank you again for your work, and should there ever be anything that comes about in future, how will I get in contact with you?
You can often find us docked down in the harbour.
Oh, yes.
You could always... We frequent Gellen's house. Often you could leave a message with him and...
Yes, if Gellin is
Go.
throwing one of his
Very well.
orgies, you can often find one of our party present. He will take a message,
I
amongst other
see.
things.
And he begins to just like snigger under his breath slightly. I'm afraid slightly too old for the pleasures such as that now, but each to their own.
I've got
Well,
pills
gentlemen.
for that.
And he stands, his chains hanging around his neck. The guild thanks you greatly. And he
And,
ushers you
Good
to-
day. Good day, sir.
And,
Now get
I
out
was
my
gonna-
fucking office.
no, Star says, and we thank the guild and gives him 40 gold pieces for the charity for the Seamen's Fund.
Oh, this is kindly felt.
Packard squints in disgust.
I can tell you are a true man of the sea.
40 quid for the sperm bank.
And you take the
so
box
cold.
and come down through the guild and leave into the fresh sea air. Where are you making your way now?
The empty net.
Regrouping for lunch?
So let's regroup with the team because we need to figure out our next moves.
Yeah, and we share our 750 gold pieces each.
We'll get round to that.
Right, we'll just take a quick break so I can take Finn for a wee, and then we'll
Excellent.
regroup at the empty net.
Premium.
Alright, back in a sec. Okay, so we're heading to the empty net.
Yes. Who's got the other bag of holding? Did you take that, Scary?
Well, what's it full of?
Blood. What have we got?
What did we work
None
out?
of
It was
my
like,
enemies.
like 4 cubic feet of blood.
It's like loads of casks of my enemy's blood.
It's a little bit joke.
That's just Alex drying his penis.
That's what I thought I'd noted.
It's still wet, goddammit!
Why won't it dry?
Someone cast never dry. Oh, Jesus. Right. So, with the sun just gone midday, you regroup back at the empty net. There's a few people around. As most people, even if they didn't attend the council meeting, have decided to take the day off work. There are a few people steadily into their afternoon and day of drinking. You head back to your familiar table near the rear of the tavern, and some drinks are brought across. I'm presuming you're going for ales or anything in particular.
As we walk in,
And some milk.
can I look around and see if I can spot the halfling?
Yes, you can. Make a perception check.
God, what was his name? I don't remember.
I can't remember his name. 15.
15. You do not spot the halfling. However, one person that stands out from the crowd. Most of the people here are like as you know from this place now, the lower classes of the town. The people who either want to just not have as much contact with others or just want to be a little bit lay low. One person that stands out from this is there's a man sat at the bar tending a pint, who's slightly better dressed. His clothes look cleaner, although his hair is sort of dishevelled slightly. He doesn't seem to fit. And you keep seeing people go up to him and ask him questions, and then he sort of turns and they leave, and then this sort of thing happens as you're coming in and moving to your table. The barkeep comes across. All right, lads. What can I get you this afternoon?
I'll
Yeah,
just have
couple of
an
ales would
ale,
be great.
please.
Well, one at a time. Couple of
3
ales,
ales.
was it?
Nothing,
Please.
nothing for me, sir. Thank you.
Ew,
For you,
big,
yeah.
big
To
pan
be
of
fair,
it.
if you weren't with these, I'd probably kick you out because you're one of the worst customers we've ever
You
had.
could try.
Like I said, if he wasn't with you.
Didn't even ask
Now,
for water.
3 ales, nibbles for the table, perhaps.
Oh yeah, some nuts.
Yeah, the amount of people we've had today asking for food is ridiculous. This is
Busy,
a place
innit?
of ale.
It's busy, innit, in the town. A lot of talk.
It is busy.
A lot of talk
It's
about
bloody meaty.
secret missions and stuff.
I know, and half these people they didn't even go,
What's
which is probably to your means.
what's with Fancy Pants over there? Not seen him around
Oh,
here.
him. That's Ida's son. He's been in all morning.
Ada. She ain't very well, is she?
Who either is.
The council member
Council member,
who was
she-
missing today.
She ain't very well, right?
Well, I don't really pay much attention to the council unless they're upping my license fee or investigating my establishment.
Fuckers. Bet
I know,
fucking
right?
peg leg, innit? Fucking prick. innit?
Anyway, he's buying, so I ain't gonna complain. Right, I'll go get your drinks.
I might just go say hello to him. If that's alright with you guys.
Yeah, that's fine.
I gotta get up and go over.
By all means, yes.
Okay. So the barkeep heads back behind the bar, starts pouring the ale from the casks, and you see him sort of looking around for food. As you're watching him pouring the drinks, he sort of opens a few crates and sort of picks stuff up, drops it out his hands, and puts the lid back on, then moves around the back. He eventually comes back to the table as you're sort of getting up to move towards this guy. He puts 3 ales down and then a nondescript pile of what could be nuts in a small wooden bowl. Some are odd shapes and different colours, but you know. Ales and snacks, just 5 silver, please.
I'll get the.
Oh yeah. You get the
Just
fucking
wave
cheap
across.
round.
If you need any more, I'll get back to it. And
Right. Thanks.
as you walk across, Ozzy, this guy hulked over the bar. He sort of hears your approach. Leave me alone.
I sit
I'm not on business. I don't speak for my mother.
down next to him. Hey now.
Oh,
I'm just a friendly face around town. Barkeep, another one of whatever he's having.
he sort of looks across, pours another ale out the back, and slides it down.
I don't see you around here very often.
No, I guess not. I tend to be working, to be fair, but not today.
What's your name?
Anyway,
And don't say Eric.
it's Finnick.
Finnick.
I appreciate the drink, but I'm not really in the mood for company. I can pay you if you want.
No, it's fine. I was just concerned. I heard your mother's not doing so well. Is she okay?
He sort of looks at you. Make a charisma check.
That's my thing. That's what I'm all about. Charisma check. Just general charisma.
Yeah, just generally. I want to get like your perception, how you're.
20.
Nice. Didn't really want to talk about it, but I guess it's rude. Since you bought me a drink, I don't know how she is. She's been sick for a few days now, and I think this is the first time I've ever seen her laid up in my life, and I don't know what it is, but it scares me. My mother's a strong woman, and she loves this town so dearly. We all do in this family.
Well, she's quite respected in these parts, if I understand rightly.
She is, and I'm just worried.
Are you sure she just hasn't had some dodgy claw wine?
She's been near death for 3 days now. She's
near death? Holy shit.
Barely eating, barely drinking. And
oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, I'm not there.
my father's tending to her now, but I had to get out. I've tried everything we know, but
I gesture over to my friends. You see the smaller one over there? The dwarf.
yeah.
His name's Scarrick. He's a very good friend of mine. He's got healing hands. Maybe you could help her. I mean, we do a lot of work for the council. That's the least we could do.
I appreciate the offer, but this town hasn't been the same, and no offense to you, and I know Scarrick is learning well, but it hasn't been the same since outsiders came. And there's been so many recently. I'd rather we dealt with it ourselves, if you don't mind. If we can't save her, then I wouldn't trust anyone else to.
Right. Well, that's your decision to make. Just.
But I do appreciate the offer. I will speak to my father about it, but for now, no.
That's fine. That's fine. I understand your wariness and suspicions.
Thank you.
But yeah, if we're gonna help in any way, we will.
I appreciate that very much. Everyone else today has just been asking a business, and when will I get this, when will I get that? And
there's more to life than that.
that there is. You just see him take the tankard and begin to down like half of it.
Another drink for this guy! And I slap him on the back.
No. You know what? I should probably get back to her. This isn't helping. And then he sort of pushes the ale across and stands up.
Oh, I'll drink it then.
I'll tell my father and I'll see what he says. But thank you at least for the conversation and the time.
Alright, anytime.
And you see him, he staggers a little bit as he stands, but then gains his balance and walks towards the exit of the tavern.
I neck the rest of his drink then. And head back to the table.
What is that about?
Ada, his mom. She's on death's door by the sounds of it. So I don't know what's up with her. I said you might be able to help, but he didn't seem too keen on taking outside help.
What kind of a son doesn't want help from his mother?
He sounded like he was a bit untrusting of outsiders and strangers.
Does he suspect it's not accidental or illness, like poison or something?
I don't know. I mean, she's old as shit, so could just be that.
What are you laughing at?
Laughing at old as shit, bitch. She probably did.
I wonder if, hear me out, listen to Clawine talking. Maybe, just maybe, Eleander is killing them all off one by one so he can rule Saltmarsh. Fucking peg leg prick. I won't put it past him.
You need to end your turmoil with Eleander. It's not healthy.
He needs to apologize for kicking me in the fucking gonads.
You took that way too. That can't be the first time you've been kicked in the nads, has it?
No, and you know how it feels. It fucking hurts, man. You don't easily forgive that shit. These are my precious crown jewels down here. I use these a lot.
Yes, we're very, very aware. The smell is dreadful.
I'm glad you noticed. I use prestidigitation on my balls to make them smell nice. Sorry, I forgot to do that. I hadn't done it for 2 weeks.
Much appreciated.
Can you smell lavender?
Yeah.
So where's next, Xandros?
Yeah, we got loads of shit to sell.
Aye, there's
I was wondering if
to sell.
the lady who does the who made Packard's gauntlet glove, if she'd be interested in the silk, or could point us in the right direction to get rid of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Xandros would sell it because she deals with trade, doesn't she?
We got loads of gems and jewelry. Probably like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 gold's worth here.
I would like to find a tailor if we've got silks.
Yeah.
Give me a nice,
I think
a
the
nice
price
new
for a
coat.
tailor it's Saltmarsh. We
Yes,
don't have a tailor.
Yeah, we've been
I
through-
think you go back to that leather crafter.
Yeah, we've been through this before. They don't have tailors here.
Oh,
But we
that
could
is
Gellin.
Nothing's changed,
Yeah.
Mr. Picard.
speak with Gellin.
Where's the tailor?
Gellin seems to change clothes quite regularly.
Maybe we need to
One
go
of his,
to-
might have a seamstress that could alter it or whip something up, or
Maybe we need to just go to one of the big cities. Philly.
I think a venture to a large populace would be quite interesting.
Philly.
Philly, yes.
Philly. Let's go to Philly. That's a place. I'm sure it is.
Is that a place?
Nice.
Yep.
Doesn't sound familiar. Is it on the? It's not on the coast, is it?
No, it's more inland.
Inland.
Philly.
We got. Yeah, so we got all that shit to sell. I assume Xandros might take it off our hands. I got some
We've got
scrolls
our,
as well.
our shares from the guild as well, from the Mariners Guild.
Oh yeah. Show me the money.
750 each, gentlemen.
How much?
Oh,
750 each.
750. Damn.
thank you.
I've also got some. I got a couple of spell scrolls that we can sell in a spell book, and an ornate scroll tube. That none of us really need. Can you remember what those spell scrolls were, Paul? Because I've not written down what they were.
Do you know where you got them from?
In the crypts, in the
Winding
Well.
no, I don't think they were the Winding
Winding
Way.
Way.
I think they were out of the master's room. Because I've got gold disc, 2 spell
Yeah,
scrolls,
but it's
and a
from
book
the
written in
Abbey of the
Infernal.
Isle of the Abbey.
Yeah,
I should be able to tell you.
I don't think they were very good.
One sec.
Oh, I've got it. It's whole person
it?
and command.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just may as well get rid of them. I've got them both anyway.
Okay.
Sell them for money. But yeah, we got some shit to sell. And does she have any items on order for you guys?
Got some stuff to collect. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess we go there next, and then when's the cruise starting? Did Gellin say
Tomorrow.
tomorrow?
Oh,
I think we should come back here and get drunk. More drunk.
Very well. You finish your drinks. Inform the barkeep that you will be returning shortly, and then you head across to Zendaros. As you knock on the large door, well, to be fair, the large door's ajar. It's within business hours, and it's warmer now. You head inside, and
Oh,
You
just a
see-
little side note. I know it's not massively important, but when we returned, I let Ellie be free and go hunting and do whatever she wants now that we're back on land.
Cool. I'll make a note of that.
Just go enjoy yourself, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So you head to Xandros, and as you come into the main sort of area, the main greeting room, and there's the desk. You see, it's a different person behind the desk. It's a small male. It seems to be he's human, but he has small gold spectacles, well dressed, and he looks up from recording in a big book. Good day to you.
Do we recognise him? Have you seen him before?
No, you haven't
Okay.
actually. Hello. I presume you're here for Zendaros.
Yeah.
Hi.
I will go get her. She's just in the back.
What's your name? Don't you fucking say Eric.
Mine? It's not important. This
That's a
I
weird
am a
name.
mere secretary. It's I use.
What?
He heads into the back, and you see as the door opens, the back of this building is. You haven't really seen it. You've seen the main area and into like the sort of negotiation room, but this large, solid door opens, and behind here you see it seems to expand into quite a large warehouse. There are like skylights that bring light down. You see just a series of crates, boxes. That's all you really get through the door, but you get the idea. There's a big storage area behind there. After a few minutes, you shut the door behind him. Xandros comes through. Oh, I'm sorry, my friends. Thank you for waiting for me. Things have taken a turn to the busy side. Please, come through to the meeting area. I have goods, and I presume you're here for collection.
And we got
Aye,
some
we've
stuff
got
to
some
sell as well.
items to sell.
Trade as well. I see. Very well. Please come through. And she leads you through to the large room with the big circular black and white table in the middle. A familiar place. You care to have a drink?
Oh yes, please.
What would you like?
We're trying to keep topped up today.
I see. It's your first day back on land?
It is. We're
Your
having
adventures?
a bit of a day sesh. This is like sort of in the middle of it.
Well, why not? When you are there to do it, why not? Let me get you something special then. And you see her rummage around in the large cabinets and chests that surround this room. And she pulls out a dark green glass bottle. She reads the label, peering at it. Yes, this would be nice. She puts some glass on the table. Doesn't. It's not there anyway. Doesn't issue one supply card because she's not drinking. And she pours the rest out to everybody else. This is a fire wine of my homeland. Potentially
so?
our homeland. Please, try.
Fire wine.
It's one of the finer things that they've begun to produce. Now trade. It's back in the area.
I've had this before. Careful. For those of you who aren't born from the fire, it'll burn.
Yes, good point,
I'm
perhaps.
sure I'll be fine.
And she brings a flask of water. Should I?
Nah, let him drink it. Day sesh.
Very well. She was just going to top it up, but take some of the edge off. You drink the fire wine, and immediately just heat engulfs your mouth as if you've popped a hot coal in there. It's nearing on the edge of pain, but it's just underneath that threshold where it's pleasurable. and you feel the heat warm down your throat. And the taste afterwards is a mix of sort of dark berries and cinnamon. It's quite a pleasant drink. It's up to you whether you like it.
I love it.
Well, let me get the lodge out, and I will see what I have that you have ordered. And she brings out the large book and turns some pages. I see. Right, we have the braces in stock, and I believe it is the goggles of night, I think you ordered. Is that correct? Very well. There are 300 gold each. I will retrieve them if you'd like to inspect them.
What were the braces?
Did I ask about the shield, Paul?
You did, but they haven't got that yet.
Oh, no.
They were for archery, weren't they?
Yeah,
Oh.
brace of archery.
Nice.
You get proficiency with longbow and shortbow, you gain +2 bonus damage to rolls on non-range attacks.
I asked for
On range attacks,
something
major weapons.
for protection. Has that not arrived yet?
No, this is what she's got in at the moment.
Okay.
And obviously the goggles of night, the dark vision.
What were they called? Sorry.
Goggles are goggles of night, and braces are braces of archery.
Oh, you're getting kitted out there, Styles. They suit you.
Do you have any other items in stock?
I am afraid not. We have decided to help the war effort, and a lot of our trade is being ushered that way.
I understand.
How's the search for
gathering
the that item of protection I asked for?
We are still working on it. You know these things take time, Ozzy.
I
You
agree.
know how this works.
What about any luck with the legendary guitar?
Again, that thing will take lots and lots of time, my friend. These things, although they are made of wood, do not grow on trees.
Yeah.
I will see what I can do. The next couple of weeks will be busy, but perhaps after that I will have a spell. And my sources are working on the things that you have asked.
Sure.
Anyway, business is done. I will take the money off you, and then we can talk about where you have been.
Oh well, I got some things to sell if you are interested in purchasing.
Sales items. Please.
Got
Let
it.
me list them down, and I will get my man to see what we need and what we will give them for you. What do you have?
Pull out on the table. I got a couple of spell scrolls here.
Spell scroll.
I got.
And what do they do, please?
We got. I believe this one is command, and this
Yes.
one is hold person.
Uh-huh.
And I've got this mighty fine spell book. If you ever come across any
Spell
wizards
book, I see.
who would want this, it's
she's
very
up.
good quality.
Picks it up and looks it over. Very interesting. Pass it back to you.
And then there's this, an ornate scroll tube. I don't know if it's up your alley.
Perhaps we could put this with the scrolls and sell it for an extra price. Yes.
And we've also got a
And
shit ton of like jewelry and gems, but maybe that's not what you're into.
we can shift jewelry and gems. How much is the amount, do you think?
I
We're
reckon
talking a chest, a crate,
it's quite a lot. I
shipload?
reckon about 1,000 gold's worth. It's like a
see your eyebrows raise at this.
small
Where
chest.
on earth did you find 1,000 gold's worth of jewels and gems? Please, tell me of your business.
Oh well, this was from the Abbey Isles.
The Abbey Isle.
Yeah, we.
I believe I have heard of that place. But not what was there. I did not know it was a hoard of treasure.
Well, there was some like death cult running the place.
Seem to have a
Worshipping.
thing for death cults.
Yeah, they were worshipping Nero. You know that guy.
I have heard of this god, yes.
Yeah. So we killed them all.
Very
and,
impressive.
And took the treasure. You know how it is.
I did think when you came into the room, you seemed like your experience in adventuring had increased. Yes,
Yep.
I can tell.
It's like we're leveled up.
And, you went with the girl, am I correct?
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, Kira was with us when we were last here.
Yes, the new member.
I think she still
She's
is
not
here,
here now?
right?
She's still with us.
She's with us now.
Is this trickery?
More like wordplay, and then I open the bag. And I feel
What are we?
She sort of.
What are we? Oh, God, you really need to get some more salt. Yeah.
Oh man,
She
that
peers
is
at it like inquisitively.
starting to smell.
The severed head of your sister.
the one and only.
You never failed to surprise
Oh,
me,
God.
Packard.
Close,
Perhaps
close it back
you
up.
would like something to preserve that little better than salt, eh?
Absolutely, that would be
me
fantastic.
It's
Let me
really,
see what I can find.
it's really attractive how you are not phased by anything.
I have seen many things in my lifetime. A severed head is a mere tattle.
Fishes.
Are
Mere
you looking
fishes.
for something for him, or are you going to have a look for him?
I will get my people to see what they can find.
Because while we're discussing that, would you mind also having a look for some sort of pump, or if that's not available in this world,
A what?
Pump of what?
some
sort?
sort of suction device, like like a large syringe or something like that.
Penis enlarger.
Is he talking about
Or
penis pump?
lacking that, maybe like some sort of a tame leech, a giant leech.
A tame leech.
Or maybe not tame, just one that I could have in a bag.
I have been asked for many things, and she sort of rocks back on her chair, this huge metal claw above her head. I have been asked, and I have seen many things, but I do not think I've ever been asked for a tame giant leech. Yes, I will see what we can do. The
Thank
price
you.
for that, I have no idea. Tame giant leech. Well, business and pleasure have mixed again, as they often do with us. I am afraid I cannot give you much more of my time. However,
I got a question.
yes, please.
I've heard tales. Maybe you can confirm whether this is true or false. I've heard tales
see.
of people getting tattoos that are imbued with magic, and they can boost their attributes.
I'm afraid this is not something I have come across on my time on land.
Interesting.
I'm afraid this is DLC.
But
You must buy
But-
the expansion.
I do not see it past the realm of possibility. The very ink in the spellbook that you have there is magical. To bind it to one's skin would seem a plausible way of binding magic, perhaps, but I'm afraid I do not know how to do that.
Yeah, well, if you just keep an ear out if you come across anyone
I will, and it
that
the
has
same
that
to you.
skill
If
set.
you find someone who has this skill set, they could be a valuable asset. Well, I'm afraid I will have to excuse myself, and now the business is done with these, and I will get Manuel to fetch the pieces.
What? Are you buying the stuff off of us?
Oh, the things. I have taken the list. I will get a quote drawn up, and should the price be suitable, we will collect it in a couple of days.
There's the
I cannot itemize 1,000 gold worth of jewelry in one day. Just bring it shipped to the warehouse, and I will look over it. If you're not happy with the price, you have it back.
there's the 600 gold I owe you. Thank you.
Thank you kindly. A toast. Yes. We will be in touch with the price.
All right. Whose round is it?
And as you're walking out,
It's probably mine.
she calls across to you, Ozzy. Oh, Ozzy, please. Just come with me for one moment.
You beat me
I
to
need to
it.
confirm that protection item.
All
And
right.
as you guys sort
Okay.
of leave out.
I'll see you over there,
She-
guys. Get the drinks in. Pike out. Show around.
Right.
I was
I'll get it, don't worry.
Oh,
As-
thank you.
as they leave with a hushed tone. I'll say, I was hoping you hadn't forgotten.
I have not forgotten, my friend. However, with war pressing, I have not had much contact yet. My sources are out there, and we will find something. But please, just have patience with us, okay?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
As soon as I know, I will be in contact.
Okay.
But it is good to have you back.
It's good to
I'm
be
glad
back.
you have come back from another adventure. It seems this one was interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, we nearly didn't actually make it back, so yeah, it is good
Then
to
I
be
must
back.
search for your item of protection harder.
I will be
And she
quick with it.
Puts
if you,
her arm onto your shoulder and sort of rests on your arm for a second before taking it off.
if you want
Now I really must get back to
if
work.
you want to get paid, you better be quick, because we might be dead next time you. Next time we're. Right, no, we'll be dead. We might be dead soon.
No, us tieflings are thicker skinned than that, Ozzy. You know that.
Right. But yeah, let me know if you hear anything, and again, if you need payment, any kind of payment for this information.
No. This one is on the house, as they say.
I appreciate it. See you
Very
soon.
well. I will see you soon. And she leaves back into the main hall, and Manuel, the servant, comes and sits back at the desk.
See you later, Eric.
So you leave out. The afternoon is coming in now. You've been to a few places and a few people, and the sun is beginning to get low in the sky.
As I'm walking across the road and walking into the pub, I use disguise self and turn into
Well, just before you
Pallywise.
do, just before you do, we'll jump
Right,
into what
fuck
you
him up.
three guys saw as you were walking to the pub. So
Yes,
as you were walking
please.
to the pub, you see a group of kids sort of playing in the street, in between Zendaros's and the empty net, and you see kids all the time around here just messing about, playing. But this one sort of, as you're walking past, prick your attention. You hear cries of, "The Mr. Men will save us! Back, Sea Devil's back!" And you see two of the kids have covered themselves in like dried, like wet sand stuck to their faces and bits of seaweed embedded in their hair, and they're sort of walking with their arms forward, staggering. And the others
The
have
back band's gonna get you.
collected branches and sticks, and one is hobbling around on his knees with his shoes tied around them. "Oh, I'll get you. We're never gonna give up the Mr. Men." And the other ones draw swords, and you see one of them has tucked his arm into his jacket, and he's just got this floppy arm with a little stick out of it, and he uses his other one to lift it and raise it. "We will save the day again!" And you see them as they sort of crowd around these two and begin to playfully beat them in a friendly way, and the sea devils roll and fall down into the beach, and they all just fall around laughing.
Picard approaches them.
And as they sort of see you, they instantly are like, it's them, and they crowd together. There's about 5-6 of them. It's wow. And they sort of instantly turn shy as you approach.
I say, "Yes, children, yes. 'Tis I, you are correct."
And the one with like the sleeve arm just like,
I say, "You, little one with the sleeve, what is your name?"
"My name's Pip, sir."
Pip.
Eric.
It's a good name, strong name. Who is your favourite of the Mr. Men? And I say that like quite loudly so everyone else can hear me.
It's you, sir.
Of course it is. You've got fine taste, young Pip.
I've never heard a tale of a corpse washing up. My
Oh, I don't like the term corpse, but
my father
Carry
was
on.
lost at sea.
yes,
I hope-
well,
I hope one day he'll come back like you.
oh, I think that's very unlikely, Pip. But I am glad you enjoyed my story.
We enjoy all the stories, don't we, guys? What have that Mr. Men been up to now?
Oh, the Mr. Men, we've been fighting the undead, Pip. Fighting
one of
the
them-
Tomorrow we're going to an orgy.
And
Yes, we're going to a
One of the
big
girls shouts
on
out.
a boat.
is it true that at the end of every mystery you pull off a mask and it's always someone that we know? And which one of you likes sandwiches?
The first one is half true. Whenever I pull off the mask, it's always Aussie. And it's a latex mask. And we're always like, oh, Mr. Aussie, not you again.
Well,
And I don't like sandwiches, so moving on.
and another one shouts up, our parents have told us about the secret mission you're going on.
Was yours one of the ones eating hay? I can see it in your eyes. You look like the dim one of the group.
One of them's like his eyes turned in. I don't know if it's my dad or not.
Oh, I've got a feeling it was.
He's playing one of the Sea Devils. He doesn't get to play a Mr. Man.
Yes, we're looking very much forward to the secret mission, and we will be looking forward to your rendition of our secret mission, which you will presumably hear about, as everyone in the town will.
Please tell us some stories when you come back, sir.
Oh, we will. We'll tell you about all of the things we kill. And how we kill them.
Yay! And then all the Mr. Men characters just come back.
Would you like
life.
to see some blood?
Nope.
One of them, you see one of them like straight black hair. He's called Brennan, and he comes forward. I'd like to.
There you go, look. See all that? I
He sort
feel
of
the blood
peers
of
into
my
your bag.
enemies.
Wow.
And I whisper to the kid that's just
Here we
like
go,
me,
lad. You take this, and I give him one of the fairy balls.
No, don't give him that.
He sort of
Yeah.
takes it. Thank you. And then as that guard who's doing a patrol comes down the street, and he calls over, leave them alone, get back to your play. I don't want to waste around with your time. Go on, be on with you.
I quickly whisper to the pike-eyed kid before he runs off, and I say, watch out for that Brennan. He's a bit of an odd one.
Slow one.
Yeah, don't
As they
trust him.
walk away and you head to the inn, you hear the boy with the ball go, do you think this is food? And you make your way into the tavern.
Fucking bear comes up.
Oh, that was my
Ozzy, as you come back,
favourite interaction ever.
make a roll on it, actually, James.
So yeah.
As you're walking from Zendaros's, just before you take this guy's south,
So you got a rat.
a rat.
Oh,
You hear a cry of delight from some boys down the street as someone, at first a cry of shock, as you look down the street and you see this group of kids. One of them, half of the end of a rat is hanging out his mouth with a tail. And everyone's like, and then as he sort of spits it out and it falls into his hands, there's a cheer of delight as they're all like, we're going to call this one Picard Junior. And then they run off down the street.
Yes, some
How
pike nods.
Well, you're already in the tavern.
Right.
And at this point, Ozzy, you can take on your disguise.
Yeah,
Oh.
as I just before I enter, I shrink down, and my hands disappear.
What are you using here? Disguise self?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't go that small.
You
can
can only change yourself
You
by
can
about
be like
a
a
foot,
foot or
can't you?
something.
We've done it before.
I think it's a foot. I remember.
I have turned into him before to tease Picard.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Yeah, that's fine. We've done it before, haven't we?
We've set a precedence.
You can only look 1 foot shorter, yeah. Yeah.
It was a taller than average halfling.
Yeah.
It's the tallest halfling.
Is
I've
that
ever seen.
is that
He
actually,
was drunk when he saw him.
Is that actually right? Is it? You can
Yeah,
only do-
the rules is written as 1 foot, but we're
Oh,
going to say you
okay.
can do what you want because it's more fun.
Well, if it's a combat orientated thing, then maybe we'll do it different, but
Yeah.
for fun.
If you're gonna duck
You
under
go
a
on your
spike,
knees and do it.
Well, my
that's what you did,
physical self is still there. So if you like touched above my
Yeah.
head, you would actually like probably touch my cock or something.
actually. Anyway, you turn into Palwise, the invisible hand.
I walk in.
Let's see, where is he?
I don't know if I've got a fucking. I don't have a token for him.
Shall I roll to see if I notice him?
Yeah, make a perception check. You guys, I'd imagine at this point have got set at
I'd
the
like to
table.
have
You've
a
got
few
your
drinks,
things
yeah.
in. Someone ditch a couple of gold for the night, and then we'll be all good.
15, so I've clocked it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can
Oh,
I
I
imagine you can
I walk in and like make eye contact with
I
Piker.
say,
And you hear in your
say,
head,
yeah.
"I've been looking for you."
I say, excuse me one moment, gentlemen. And I get up and I,
What's the
and I, walk,
matter?
Where
I
is
walk
this
over.
guy?
I walk over to Palwise. What does Palwise do as I approach him?
I didn't think this far ahead. I've been looking for you, you bald prick.
Ah, I see. Confident as ever, my tiny friend.
I kick him in the shin.
Fireball. Make an
And
attack.
as I
Unarmed
do.
attack.
Yeah, roll for attack.
Okay.
Picard may grab it with his ghost and fucking liquefy it. This is where Ozzy died.
Insta kill.
A 12.
Doesn't beat your AC, does it?
It doesn't, unfortunately.
So
Strong-
as you
strong
see this
shins.
weird small leg come towards you, you instantly just... To be fair, your foot's probably bigger, so you feel a bump, but it's like before the leg hits it, and you're a bit... Oh, he obviously can't kick the full...
And then
And then
Then.
I'll give you an opportunity to do something because Picard is going to grab him.
I go to kick
Jealousy.
you and just sort of miss a little bit because like my disguised self size is like throwing me off
Yeah,
a bit.
you're getting used to the new body.
All right. You little fucker. That was his voice, right? And then I use mage.
Ironically not.
I use mage. I like go. Whoa! Look at my hands! Look at my hands! They're gone. And then I use mage hand to try and slap him across the face.
Okay, make an attack roll with your mage.
Nope.
What's the rest of the party doing while this is happening?
I'm drunkenly like saying to Styles, is that a wee one? Are they fighting?
I was going to say, by this point, you guys are probably
Where's
getting
Shani?
on.
I'm definitely getting drunk.
Yeah.
15.
15.
Oh yeah, that beats it.
So
Do
as
you
you
think we
see
should
these,
stop him, Styles?
as you see the invisible hands, well, you don't see them,
that
wobble
the-
in the air at your chest, you feel
Okay.
something smack you across the face.
And as he like sort of turns away and winces, I'm going to use that opportunity to try and like scurry past him.
And I'm
Okay.
going to try and grab
Get
him.
an opportunity attack. In fact, hang on. Where is it?
Feels like I've given him a lot of opportunities to do things without retaliation.
Here we go. This is more like
Jesus.
I say to Scarrick, he says, "Well, little bastard's trying to kick him. He deserves what he gets this time."
He should probably fucking liquefy him.
So
Should we
I
hit
wonder where Ozzy is.
I
it's
reach
just
out.
that.
I reach out to Palwise and I cast Bestow Curse.
Wait,
Which
is this an opportunity attack or is this an actual
Yeah.
attack? Because if it's an opportunity
Opportunity attack
attack,
is you try and run past.
you can only do melee attack.
Is it melee?
Unless you have a warcaster, I think it is.
It's a grab. I have to do it through touch. So I don't really know how that would fare.
I'm going to say he's got the opportunity to do it.
Fuck it.
He's let
I
this
want to
guy
see what
hit him a
bestowed
few times.
curse is.
And he
So,
has been thinking about it as he's been walking up.
Yeah, he planned it. Wisdom save of 14.
Let's do it on here so we can see. Oh, wisdom save.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, close. So you are now
Oh.
cursed.
If I was next to him, he would have got the +2 bonus.
So I can choose an ability score, so you'll have a disadvantage on ability checks. So I'll choose strength, so you'll have disadvantage on strength. Let's have a look. While cursed, so you have disadvantage in attack rolls against me. At the start of each of your turn, you have to roll a wisdom save of 14, otherwise you'll do nothing. And
Scarab
while
would
you're
definitely be chanting fight by now.
cursed,
The rest of the bar has begun.
My attacks deal extra damage.
Okay.
Fight! Where do you want to run to?
So I'll try to run like past where I'm. Is this me? I can't-
Yeah, you're just the cursed guy.
Can you move me like I try to get to the other side of this table?
Yeah. So you run past, and as you do, you feel this hand, and all of a sudden your body, like, I mean, it probably grabs around your ass if you're going for your shoulder, so you feel your ass get grabbed, and then you just feel a surge of like pain and an odd feeling that your body just, strength just gets sapped out of you, and your head begins to spin in confusion. You're like,
I've taken this
what
too.
the fuck?
I've taken this too far. Ugh.
Does disguise self drop when you take damage? It's
No,
concentration, is it?
thing. You have to roll.
No, it's not
Yeah.
concentration.
Is it not?
It's no, and it doesn't drop. No.
Oh,
Maybe.
fair enough.
So the ruse is still on.
The ruse is done.
Yeah.
As
So
it,
Fight!
so
as it
the-
runs
just
round,
last
can I
round.
can Styles throw his beer at him?
Yeah.
What? Power-wise?
Are we going to actually have to roll for initiative then? I'm going to say you can.
I think
Opportunity
so.
attack from Styles. Roll for attack.
What do I roll for throwing beer?
Just roll Dex. Yeah, you use your unarmed attack. Well, I don't know, roll a Dex. I'll set
Okay,
DC.
well, I've got throwing knife, so I'll just say it was as if it was one of them.
Yeah, do that.
Oh shit, it was an actual throwing knife.
He's like, oh fuck. He just goes to
18.
pick up his throwing knife and the cup's still there. 18. What's your
18.
AC?
50.
Meets it, beats it.
No, I only
Okay,
have
you're
an
really
AC
quiet.
of
What is it?
50. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're just really quiet for me.
quiet.
Oh, I don't know why. Okay, what about, what
I
about
can
now?
turn you up. It's bad. So it hits.
Yeah. What do you roll for damage for a cup?
It's a D4.
I can't. I don't know. How to put my dice. I'll go with this one.
Want me to roll it for you?
Yeah, I've got one.
Guys?
Oh shit. Oh. 2.
2.
Yeah.
2.
Yay! Yay, little bastard!
As you throw your tankard across the room and it hits power-wise, number one, the beer just seems to get splashed all up on an invisible thingy, which no one's really finding too weird here. And that causes... How many people are in the pub? 1, 2, 3, 4.
God damn it.
That causes another person just pick up the cup and throw theirs across. They're not necessarily aiming. I'm gonna roll a 25. It flies wide. It just flies straight across and smashes into the wall. Beer begins to go everywhere. The pub then just bursts into this cheer of craze. You see a table get flipped in the corner.
Fuck.
What are you guys doing? Power-wise, it's probably your turn now.
I cast hold person on.
Wait, before he does, he has to roll a wisdom save.
Oh yeah, roll your wisdom save to see if you
Ah.
can do anything.
Shit.
You can't even change back if you don't get it.
12. Just a 12.
DC 14, isn't it?
That's a fail. That's a fail. So he does nothing.
So as you try and cast, you're just bound by this weakness. Do you want to move? Can he move?
Dad.
It says it does nothing.
Oh my
If it's
god.
If it fails, it wastes its action that turn doing nothing.
What about bonus action?
It's just his action, so still get movement, I'd say.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
In that case, then, I will.
Fight! One of them shouts, "Get that bastard with no hands, he's fucking weird."
Am I next to a door? Like,
You're near the toilets, you can run
Is
into
that
the
where the
toilets
toilet
if you
is?
want. These
I'm-
are the toilets here.
Swirly him.
what's this? What's this room here?
That's just like a little raised seating alcove, is it?
Oh, okay.
Is it a room? I think it's a room.
Yeah, I think it's like a meeting room. You can run in there if you want.
I'll run to the toilet.
Alright. 15, 20, 25, 30, so you can get through.
God.
You run into the toilet and you see someone. The smell hits you of these toilets, which is grim anyway.
Actually, I want to go into a cubicle if I can.
Yeah, we'll say you can diagonal into that one. You're in this one. And as you run in, there's chants behind you. Get him! Get him! That's you, Palwise. Pie card?
Right.
I could, in like modern day, just be pulling out his AK. Right, let's finish it then.
I'm just gonna follow him to the bathroom.
Let's
and then
finish this.
Do nothing else.
Alright. You two, what are you doing?
Laughing at them.
Yeah, I would be just chanting and laughing and enjoying the light humour at the moment because I've not seen anything serious happen.
Yeah,
let
because
me just
we
roll
won't
there.
we won't necessarily know that he's being cursed, will we?
Yeah, we
No.
were
True.
like,
But you will know that I tried to murder this little guy last time we tussled.
yeah, but you haven't done it. You could have fucking inflicted wounds at that point, and
That's
since
true.
you haven't, I'm
Yeah.
probably just
And
like,
all
it's like
we've seen is he'd come up to you and kick your shit.
you're letting your anger out on the guy who's actually assaulted you.
While you're sitting there just sort of laughing, two tankards come across your head and just ream
Whoa.
out the wall behind, like from the front as people are trying to throw it at Palwise as he's running across. It's you, Ozzy, or Palwise. Someone shouts, "How are you going to wipe with no hands, you bastard?"
So I'm in a cubicle now, am I?
Yeah. You shut the door behind you, this weak wooden door is now in the way.
I'm going to turn back into my normal self. And
Because
then,
you have to roll them, eh?
oh, do I have to?
Yeah. Because you're cursed.
I know, but does disguise
turning
self
to his normal
an
self
action to
an
drop
action?
it, or
I'd say you can drop it. Otherwise, there is a chance that
Dispel-
Picard will just
no?
more-
It's an
it's more
action. It's an
fun to do
action. It's an action to dismiss
Yes.
it.
Is it?
Yeah.
He's got a roll. He's got a roll.
Roll them. Let's see what Powers does.
God.
Look, you got yourself into this mess.
I can
Seven-
always say, you know, he
17.
can always talk his way out.
17.
I like
I
it.
think you can have it.
Oh,
you can have
yeah,
the
yeah.
action.
He's out of it
So
now.
I shake it off, and I turn back into myself.
Yep.
And then, do I hear Picard coming
Yeah.
towards me? Then I use Misty Step to disappear and
Okay.
go to the front door.
Nice. Picard, you charge around the corner, smash open this bathroom door. What were you going to bestow onto him? I'm presuming you had something charged and ready to go.
I was planning on grabbing him and slapping him a little bit. That's why I reduced his strength. But
Okay.
so
So
I was going for a grapple.
you sort of blast open the door, and inside is just this empty toilet. The smell of fermented shit and seawater just hits you, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
I come in and I start heading towards
As
the
you walk in,
table.
Ozzy, you duck as another drink gets lobbed over. A
fuck?
fucking stool flies across. Fucking shit.
So where's that
How
little
is he?
bastard gone?
Hey,
You missed the fight.
what's going on in
It was
here?
great.
Looks rowdier than
that
normal.
little prick came back and they fought it out a little bit. It was funny,
What prick?
but I don't know his Scottish. Aye, the wee one.
Yeah, the one with
Don't
no
know,
arms.
don't know what's going on now though.
Packard's in there, like looking in the toilet. He's lifting up the seat. Like,
The
He's
toilet
looking in
is
the
very
cistern.
simple. It's just a hole
He's
that
not
goes
that
down
small,
into the sea.
Packard. Come on, find him, lad.
I don't know where he's gone. The tiny little bastard.
You all right, Packard?
Yes, I suppose. I mean, I've got all this pent-up, impotent rage and nowhere to output it.
Why don't you challenge someone for a fight? I always do.
You,
no,
hear, you hear in your head, I'll be back for you, you little prick.
It's like, One
And as
day
you
I'll
sort of-
get you, pal wise. One day, and he curses the ceiling.
As the fight seems to have died down and there's no further action, these people with a really short attention span just sort of go back to drinking, resetting the tables themselves, going over, chucking some silver on and buying another round in. It's a fairly standard occurrence in this
I
pub scene.
return to the table.
One of them shouts, "Where'd he go?"
So
Did
I
you
wish
get
I
him?
knew. He fled like the coward he is.
Wow.
You're not fast enough, Packard, are you? You're going to have to be quicker than that, I think.
And you hear him talking on the table. Maybe it wasn't just his hands that were invisible.
That's a good
Yes,
point.
maybe.
They were saying that he might have magical powers. Also, you can do that thing where you can turn invisible. Maybe he can. Maybe he's still here.
Shit, maybe.
Ozzy, as a master of invisibility, does anything in the room suggest that he is here now but invisible? Is anything catching your eye? Or ear?
There's
Or however it works?
something like shifting behind you. The air
Shifting.
is
Shifting.
shimmering behind you. Right behind you.
Straightens up. And he instinctively just swings his arm around the back of the chair. He goes, "Did I get him?"
He just twat
Did I
this
get
guy
him?
on the back of the head on the next table.
He falls into his drink.
Oh, sir. Sir, I'm might sorry.
Oh,
And he-
no.
That guy stands up and he...
The shimmering, it was that guy's breath just shimmering in the air. Real bad breath.
So, let me buy you a drink, sir. It's the least I could do. For
I think you
my
knocked him
wild
out, mate.
arms.
I think
Yeah,
it
he's
was
unconscious
I think he's
like
out
on
cold.
the table. The other one's just like laughing and thinking.
I just leave a gold coin next to his unconscious head on the table.
You see, as you sort of leave it, the other one's hand just slides over the table to sort of drag it towards them.
Packard walks away and returns to our table. I will get that little bastard one day, mark my words.
I'm sure you will.
See, you won't have known this, fellas, but I actually put a curse on him. It's,
No shit, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's something I've recently learned that I can do since our last adventure.
Since you leveled up.
Yeah. So I was looking for an opportunity to try it out, and that little bugger, he gave me one.
You didn't learn it in that book, did you?
Oh, it just came to me
Sounds
one
kinda-
night.
Evilly.
Do you know the word curse does have evil connotations, but I feel like if I use it for good, then everything's fine. Only for good.
I agree.
Just for reference, Alex, does the curse wear off when you complete the save?
It's no. So I was gonna say this, but it didn't really matter. So when he does the save, it means he gets an action. It doesn't break the curse. The curse
So he's
lasts.
still cursed.
Yeah, but Packard chose to end the curse when he realised there was no one there.
But it was gone. Cool.
Yeah.
What does the curse
Hey,
do then, apart from...
It lasts a minute, so it gives you
Disadvantage on all
disadvantage
your
on
strength.
attacks.
Oh, okay.
It gives me more damage on attacks. It gives you disadvantage on an ability of my choice.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Pretty
then
cool, that.
it's the once per at the start of your turn. If you don't do a
Cut their action.
save, you have no action. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, I think that'll be quite handy against any like big bosses we come against. Should hinder
or
them a little
people with invisible hands.
bit.
So as you get down into your drinking, and the room reassembles itself around you, is there anything you wish to talk about before drawing in for the evening?
I would just like to put it to the Mr. Men about what we're going to do. We have our booze cruise booked in, and then after that, and then after that we have a light spot of war. But in the meantime, what is for the Mr. Men to do?
I mean, I wouldn't mind going home, but I think that'd take a bit longer than meantime.
How far is home?
Quite far.
Quite far. Okay.
I feel like it's not a 2-week journey, is it?
Oh no. It's like we're going there and we'll get there when we get there sort of journey.
How long until the boat orgy?
That's
tomorrow.
in the next morning. Yeah.
Oh wow. Then I best get packing my orgy trousers.
My chaps.
The master of the what was it? The Seaman's Mission. What was it called? The Mariners Guild. I think he may have a bit of work for us as well. He wants to do.
That is true.
There's always that. But we have been pretty much at it for the last 3 months.
Yes.
A few weeks. It's been pretty intense. I don't know about the rest of you. I'm looking forward to a bit of R&R, and this pleasure cruise sounds
Aye, we could,
perfect.
like you say, we could go to a big city as well and have a bit of R&R there. Go shopping.
Yes, I like that idea.
I would really like to get out of Saltmarsh, I'll be honest. Like, travel to, we got this humongous map, and we haven't been anywhere.
Yes, Mr. Ozzy, I think travel is good for broadening our horizons. So after the orgy, we'll
after the orgy, we gotta do that mission, right?
after the orgy, we'll do the war, and then we'll pop to a nice big city nearby. We'll get me some nice new slacks.
I mean, this is the longest I've been. This is the longest I've ever spent in Saltmarsh. I'm a man that likes to travel around, tour the continent.
Indeed.
So you're welcome. Once this is all done and dusted, I'd like to get back on the road. You're welcome to join.
Indeed. I mean, I prefer the sea to the road, but we can certainly go places on the old Sea Ghost.
Well, yeah. I mean, we can. There's rivers.
That's true. There are rivers. I've heard of them.
Do you have any?
It's not really riverboats.
The civil
if you
civil
believe.
servant has a smaller draft than the
Exactly.
seagulls,
We'll take the civil servant up the river.
What's the boat in the box called? Spectre or something?
I think so. Yeah.
What
It was
about
the Phantom and
Phantom.
the Phantom's the bigger one in it. On it, it is the Spectre, isn't it?
Spectre. Yeah.
what
We'll take
about
the Spectre.
going to Hardby? If I remember rightly, on the map, you can get to Hardby by boat, can't you?
Yeah, you can get there by coast. Yeah, I don't know if we've got the map on here.
I'm sure it's like
That's
a inland on the river or something.
Tell me about Hardby. What is Hardby?
At your hometown.
Yes, I know all about Hardby. Yes. Visit I do. Visit we should.
This is sort of your local area. Hardby is like up here.
Oh, is it?
Oh Christ.
It's far. I think we worked it out. It would take like 3
So-
months.
Where
Yeah.
is like the
Oh,
biggest?
fucking hell.
Where is the biggest city in the area?
There isn't like the coastal towns. There isn't that much. There
Oh,
is
boo.
Seaton, which is the next
Seaton.
big port town up the way. And then after that, you're talking about getting into like further into the region.
Is Waterdeep part of this world? It's not, is it?
No.
Phantom's the smaller boat. By the way.
Alright.
Nice.
We
We
should definitely visit Seaton and see if they have a tailor.
where did we meet, Scarrig?
Greyhawk, the capital of the,
Was it the
the world.
capital?
That's not on this map.
I mean, there's always the capital, Greyhawk. That's where we met.
Aye, but that's a far journey. I mean, if we're just looking for an hour, we could get that at my home place. That's also a fun journey.
Well,
Don't want to go the wrong way and then have to travel all the way back.
there's a big world out there. You know,
Indeed.
we can.
As long as I can find a tailor, I'll be happy.
Greyhawk, the only world without tailors.
Oh no, we met in Neo-Dra,
Oh yeah, you did.
which was actually on that
Sword in Greyhawk.
that smaller map that you brought up there. It's up here, Neo-Dra. That's where we met. It was a Crossbows and Roses gig about
Aye,
15 years ago.
Back in the day.
Just fell in love with
Where's
the band
his-
and became a groupie.
There's Saltmarsh on this map here.
Yeah, it's where your little thing is. The Monmag Bay.
Neo-Dra's not too bad, not too far.
Oh, we'll have to go to the capital to get our titles restored to us.
Oh shit, yeah. Well, that's food for thought.
Aye,
Be
got
nice.
lots of travel ahead of us.
I'm a man of travel and touring, so as much as I'm enjoying being part of the Mr. Men, once the war's done and dusted, I don't suppose there's anything holding me here.
Excuse me?
I have
Aye,
some
that's
unfinished business of my own as well.
Well,
we can help you with that. That's
Exactly.
what we do.
we're in this.
Together.
We're in this together. We're a crew. We are the
Maybe.
Mr. Men. Under my rule and tutelage, we are bound.
Yeah. Yeah,
now,
maybe.
I wouldn't ever say I was one for believing in fate, but you know, here we are, a gentleman washed up on a beach, found by you chappies, and off we are doing good in the world. That has to mean something, surely.
I must admit, like recently, you know, the adventures we've been on and the good that we've been doing, it's felt more rewarding than just playing music, you know?
Indeed.
We're actually like changing lives. I mean, my music changed lives anyway, of course. It's powerful stuff.
Sure it did.
Powerful stuff. But, you know, like, we're bringing together, you know, different nation states and species and
If you look at that very public secret meeting we had, there was creatures from all walks of life together in one room.
that's
working towards a
because of
common goal.
us. It's because
That's
of
right,
us.
We did that.
Entirely.
we did
down to us.
that.
And that is the power of the Mr. Men.
That's good. Can only dream of my music having that kind of reach.
Exactly.
So yeah.
But of course, we are not here to dictate your
together.
life. But it's, you know, just so you know what's available to you and what you might be giving up if you decided to leave.
Another drink.
Yep.
Barkeep.
Aki.
Right.
And the drinks keep coming as the night draws on, and eventually you take rest back on the vessel. The prospect of the pleasure cruise tomorrow, the thought of war looming on your mind. And that, gentlemen, is where
No,
we'll leave tonight.
don't do it.
Ready for a cruise of pleasure and delight the following morrow.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Well done, guys. Good to get back into it.
Cheers, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very
Nice
much.
bit of shopping.
It's a shopping episode.
It's a
Yeah.
shopping episode.
I'm
Well,
going shopping.
I was like, I won't need any more things out. There won't be a fight this time. You made a fight. That's all you. I didn't do anything.
I didn't think anything beyond just sort of waving at Picard.
I'm going to turn into power.
And I was just,
You knew you were asking for trouble,
just gonna wave at you or something. I didn't really think much beyond that.
and then you immediately
You
kicked me.
attacked. Yeah.
Improv.
You just fed into a stigma of hating dwarves
Exactly.
and small people.
Exactly.
He's never going to trust another one again.
I mean, I feel sorry for actual Palwise when I get out of the room because it's not
God.
me. And
When he eventually pops up again, just real
Yeah.
chill.
Hey guys, you okay?
then,
We did leave
10
on.
years of rage.
We did leave on like good terms, from what I remember.
Yeah, he was just chilling. Oh, dear.
Funny.
not Spike card.
All right, gang. Well, thank you very much.